Hey y'all, it's Joe, and I'm here today with another little video. I'm going to be doing kid-like makeup, but not really. It's either things that are miniature size, that's adult, or things that are promo to adults that remind you of your childhood. Just anything that reminds me of kid size, kid looks, or what have you. Um, all of these products I actually really adore. This isn't any way bashing the products. I actually like everything that I'm fixing to use. So if you like this kind of video, or you just like me, please like, comment, and subscribe below. And let's get into the video. So for primer, I'm going to use this little bitty baby size Becca Skin Love Brightener and Blur Primer. It's got a little safety seal. I actually love getting little sample sizes because they're so great for travel. I don't mind it at all. So we're just going to put this all over the face, starting at my T-zone. And it smells amazing. And it feels very like moisturizing. I actually thought it was going to feel very silicone-y, and there might be a touch of a silicone feel, but it feels more like a moisturizer. And then I'm going to go in with something that I haven't ever used before. It was something that was one of the free samples from Sephora. Whoops, dropped it on the floor. And it's the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This one is going to be in 3-in-1 Sand. And we'll see what the coverage is on this. And it's just a tiny baby sample. Hopefully there's enough for my face. Oh no, I've got moisturizer on my hand and it's got a safety seal. Got it. And I'm just going to squirt that around. It's coming out. I think it's going to be a match. We shall see. I'm just going to take this Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 and this one actually smells like foundation. It's not a great scent, but most foundations smell like this, so it doesn't bother me. I did wet my sponge in case I needed it, but usually with these tinted moisturizers, it's better to go in with a brush. Oh wow, that is not a lot of coverage, which obviously it's a tinted moisturizer. And I had other baby size samples of fuller coverage, but I did want to try this out. I am definitely going to have to go on with concealer. It's very dewy. I like that. I do like a good dewy moisturizer or foundation. So on the concealer, I got Florence by Mills. It's just really, I feel like this is just for the kids because of most of her products' coverage and coloring. But this concealer is actually pretty good. This one is, let's see if it has a name. It says LMO 75. Cruelty-free and vegan. It just says See You Never Concealer. I don't see a color on it. And I am just going to go a little bit below the eyes. I do like the tip. It's metal and cooling. I do have a few blemishes over here. My smile lines need to be covered. Let's see what that gets us. Now, from what I know, I have not used her foundation, but I have been told it is very, very light. But the concealer actually does a decent job. It is lighter than most of my concealers, but not terrible. You can see my blemish is still coming through, but they're much more covered than they were from the Laura Mercier Tinted foundation. And I think I am going to use a little bit of powder to kind of, I love a glow, but this is really glowy. I'm going to go in with the Peach Delight, and I think the Too Faced packaging is just, you know, the childish little peach, but I like this powder, so I'm not bothered. And I'm just going to tap just a little bit under my eyes to set. Alright. I like the way that looks so far. And I'm going to use a little bit of the setting spray since I just used powder. It's the Little Baby Travel Size All Nighter. I'm just going to spray right around where I did the powder and then pressed it in with my beauty blender. Then I'm going to go in with my Baby Milk bronzer, cream bronzer in the shade Baked. I have the large size of this. I love it so much. I'm just going to go in on my cheek, sides of my nose, under the tip of my nose, a little bit under my lip. And I know a lot of people don't do that. Some people do. I do it mostly because I do have a lot of redness right under my lip that kind of, when I put lipstick on, can make it look like my lipstick's bleeding. So I like to darken that up so it doesn't look like that. Especially with this foundation not being very strong. I do put it on my forehead. And just a little bit under the chin area. I need to use this little stick more. It seems to be drying a bit. And I am going to use the Real Techniques blender. I do have a mini of this somewhere. I couldn't find it. Not of this, of the beauty blender. It's for like under your eye area, but I couldn't find it. I don't know if I got rid of it because I tried it one time and I didn't really like it. I don't remember what I did with it. I'm just blending all that out. And with the bronzer I use on my nose, I leave it dark on the sides to kind of slender my nose. And I do pat over it since if you were in the sun, it would hit it. And blend out right underneath my lip to kind of see how it's covered the red. And it's kind of forcing this part back. And I'm just going to blend this under my chin. I'm just going to blend it a little bit down. Just to kind of sculpt the face. I'm going to blend this a little more. Usually I don't have to blend this much, but I don't think that foundation is letting it blend as well as my normal foundations. Alright. And then, let's see. I have, oops, let me grab it. I think I put it back by accident. The Canmake Cream Cheek in number 7. This was a suggestion about Robert Welsh's videos. I really love this cream, but I don't know if you can see. It's just kind of kid-like. It's got a little bow for the clasp. And I just go in with my finger to warm it up. And then I'll place it on the cheeks. Like so. My hair is coming out of my headband. Alright. Just going to bounce the Real Technique sponge. I keep wanting to say Beauty Blender because I'm so used to using that. But I've had this sponge, came with a brush kit I got. And I've been needing to use it. Not a huge fan of the circle, but it works. And it's actually really soft, which I like. Just blend that out on my cheeks. And the hot point right here is how I like to wear my blush. And then I do go back with the same finger. And then I dab it all over the tip of my nose. I just really like the way that looks. And I just dab it. And then for the powder, contour, bronzer, and blush, I have this little Wet n Wild PAC-MAN. I think it's pretty obvious why I feel like this is kind of kid-like, but I actually love it a lot. I'm going to go in with the non-shimmery bronzer and just contour away. It doesn't really have a smell. I thought I smelled something, but it doesn't really have a smell. And I'm just going to kind of, this one isn't very dark, so I'm just going to kind of set what I did with the cream bronzer. And I'm just going all around my neck. And my cheeks. I just kind of squeeze my brush into the sides of my nose and under my nose. Trying not to use so much that I cover my blush. A little bit here. And then I'm just going to do a little bit more up here. Alright. And in that same palette, I'm going to take both blushes and kind of mix them up. I do usually go a little pinker since they're kind of mauvey. We just kind of go over the blush. It's very shimmery. But I don't mind a shimmery blush. But this one is very shimmery, but that's okay. Doing the tip of my nose. I do usually dab more than I blend, just because I don't want to mess with the foundation. And then I always take what's left over and kind of go over the high points of my head. One thing I did discover in picking out all of these smaller shades is that a lot of them the samples come shimmery. So next I'm going to take this Fenty and Hustler Baby. It's one of the Killiwatt highlighters. Now it was dropped, but I repressed it. And I am going to go in with a little Complex Culture highlighter brush and just sweep that on the high points of the cheeks. I am going to be shiny today. I'm just going to do the high points. I believe my forehead is shiny enough. Get my nose, tip of my nose, and my chin. It never fails. As soon as I put makeup on, I get a little itch. Probably shouldn't use the highlighter brush. Alright. Now, since I don't have anything for my eyebrows that is kid-like, I'm going to jump off here, do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. And I am back. I have my brows on. I've got my base For brows, I just went in with the Colourpop brunette eyebrow pencil and Anastasia clear brow gel. For my base today, I just used Revolution Pore Eye Elements and Core. And for the palette, we're going to also go into the Wet n Wild PAC-MAN palette. It is broke, so we'll have to put that aside. And let's see what color we want to go into. Let me get a brush. And get my color switch. I don't want to dirty another brush today. My color switch. And I think I'm going to go into the PAC-MAN color. There are no names, but I'm going to go into the PAC-MAN yellow and knock off the excess. And I'm just going to put this. I'm going to tap out the creases. And I want to put this in as a transition. I do still have a little eczema. I don't know if you can see it going right here. I had eczema. I got bit by a mosquito at the exact same spot. So my little skin right there. Of course, your eye skin is very sensitive. It is doing its best to heal. Of course, I keep putting makeup on top of it. But, you know, YOLO. I'm going to do the same to the other side. I'm just going to do circular and windshield wiper motions to blend. Now, I have wore this palette before, and when you first put it on, it looks great. My only problem was, even with an eyeshadow base, it didn't last long. So, luckily, where I'm going after this, it won't matter, because I'm just going to a friend's house for dinner and to surprise them with something, which makes me happy. And the yellow's showing up pretty good. Boom. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to clean off another brush, just because I'm trying not to dirty too many brushes. Tonight is brush cleaning day, and I'm trying to not get too many extra brushes. I'm going to go in with this little orange one in the corner right here. And I'm going to take it in the crease right at where the eyeball meets. This one's showing up really good. And I'm just doing windshield wiper motions. Try to keep that right in the crease. Alright. Let's see. I think I'm going to take one of these glittery shimmer shades next and put all over the lid. So I don't have a gel primer or glitter glue that, well, the ABH is kind of kid-like. We'll use that one. Since it's in a nail polish bottle, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter adhesive. And we're just going to put that all over the mobile lid. Right there. And then same on the other side. Alright. We'll let that get a little tacky, just so glitter's not falling all over the place. I do go underneath where the edge goes at, so this eye may be a little uneven because I didn't want to get that glitter glue on that spot. And I'm going to go in with this top orangey yellow shade that is like a shimmer with glitter. Not quite tacky enough. Alright, let's try again. Let me get a brush. Let's see if that packing it on helps. Yeah, that helps. It's a little patchy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a very pretty color. Go in on the other side. Probably should be using a packing brush that might make it not as patchy. And I like the way it's turning out. A little bit of glitter fall out, not much, which makes me very happy. I'm going to take this white champagne kind of glitter shimmer and go in at the corner and pull it into the orange. Really like that color. That color definitely needed a little glue underneath. Sorry about that. I had a cat hair again. Always with the cat hairs. Then I think I'm going to take that same matte orange shade we used for the crease and go right up underneath. Until it meets that champagne shade. Alright. And that's the eye look. Let's get us some mascara. Let's see. I don't have any childlike mascaras, I don't think. So, I'm just going to go in with a regular mascara. Just going to go in with a tiny BUXOM, which makes it kind of kid-like since it is kid size. But this wand is not kid-like. I actually do like the BUXOM mascaras. Let's see if it's got another name. Nope, just says BUXOM Lash Mascara. Uh-oh. That's what I get for looking down while I'm doing mascara. I'll flick it off once it dries. And there we go. I got just a little mascara dot on my face. Oop, I think I got a piece of glitter in my eye, of course. You get this now that it's dry. Alright. And I think, you know, I am going to do an eyeliner. I wasn't going to do an eyeliner, but I think I will, even though with the mascara on already. I have these really fun LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliners. And I think I'm going to go in with this blue, which is called Electric. I did have blue mascara, but I don't know what I did with it. That would have been fun. Alright. And then for the lips, I'm going to go with this Lime Crab Mauve shade and Petunia. I did break it, so I put a piece of tape on it, so don't laugh too hard at me. And it's just a miniature, and it's got little flowers on it. And I'm going to just on my lips. It needs to be sharpened a bit. A little Kevin Aquan sharpener. My husband laughs that I taped this, but I hate wasting anything. Alright. And then I've got Lime Crime baby sized nude lip glazes. And I'm going to go with the lighter of the two in a nude. And that is really light. Alright, and I think that's the final look. So let's go with a little more setting spray. And that is it. We have made it to the end. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're making good decisions. And I love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.